Breathing ghosts, aliens, the unknown. Of course you knew. You wouldn't be tuned into the Urban Paranormal Podcast.
Welcome everybody to another great episode of Urban Paranormal Podcast, where you might be crazy to some,
but your family to us.
So, hey guys, so I want to just go ahead and start off by saying we have some great people in the house today. So, all right, so let's just start. Yeah, let's start off with just the regulars, okay? So, we have our moderator,
Trent A. Johnson,
and
ready to moderate, baby.
There you go, there you go. And then to my left, we have our co-host,
Daily Dose of Brandy.
Daily Dose of Brandy, and of course, I am JH. I'm the dark one here. And we have also in the house, we have Miss Cody
Warchild.
I'm the light one.
She's the light one, right?
She's the healer.
She's a healer. Okay, so you guys take what that is. And today we have a special guest here. All right, we have sci-fi cowgirl. And they do designs and different things. They got some great stuff here. And representing them right now, which is the first, we're going to alternate, these people out here, is Altis, right? Abyss?
Altis Abyss.
Oh, my God.
Altis Abyss.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to try to say that name.
I said it.
You were close.
What?
It was close. You were a little off.
You was close.
You should
It's
have.
all good. Just keep going, bro. I'm sorry.
So here's the deal. So
yeah.
We do have a great show for you guys, and it was really cool because Trent actually created it, all right? This show Trent created. It was awesome. So right now we're going to do some
open discussion.
we're going to do some open discussions, but we have something planned for you guys at home and right here in the studio, Sci-Fi Cowgirl Connect, design. So it's pretty awesome, okay? So the title of everything here is called, Haunted America.
Oh, yeah.
Just movies and everything, that's around haunted. And those who listen to us know that we've already spoke about a few things.
Yeah.
From the museum with the Holocaust Museum. Yeah.
And super haunted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The house.
That's our biggest episode so far.
Really?
Still.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
That's
I know
crazy.
why.
People seem to be interested in that story.
Well, it's the Holocaust.
Oh.
I mean, and that is interesting.
Yeah. Crazy story.
I think if we had a story that's like that, a haunted story of slaves and stuff like that, it'd be pretty big too.
Yeah.
Because it's a
They
real.
they do, but we just haven't touched it.
Okay, well, we haven't got to it yet.
Yeah, I know, right.
We'll
So,
get there.
yeah, well, just saying those tragedies, it brings people together for some reason. It really does.
Yeah.
So that is our biggest episode, and we also have what is it? We spoke about the neighborhood, the house on our street on Fuquay.
I think
haunted
it's 11
something.
15 Fuquay or something like that. Yeah,
Right.
It's supposed to be a very haunted location.
Right.
Jefferson Davis Hospital.
Jefferson Davis
Yeah.
Hospital.
Very
right.
haunted. One of
Right.
the most haunted places here in Houston.
There you go.
Spaghetti Warehouse.
Yes.
There you see. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of haunted places here in Houston alone, and not to mention Texas and then worldwide.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Really.
so the question is, do you guys believe in this? Do you guys believe that there are ghosts?
There are things out there that people just can't explain.
Can't explain.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay. And that's where. Where do you sit on the side of it? Do you believe it more? Or are you a skeptic, or are you kind of like, yeah, I'm all in?
I'm not all in, but I'm not skeptical.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So do you have any moments throughout life where you could say something happened and I can't explain it?
Are y'all familiar with the Big Thicket?
Nope.
Big thicket. No.
Okay, out in Saratoga, Texas, out
Okay, yeah.
near Bragg Road.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Back in the early 1900s, they laid some railroad tracks.
Okay.
They were pulled up in the mid-30s,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and all that was left was old sand dirt road. That when you go down it, it's like the most stereotypical beginning of a horror movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes it appears, sometimes it don't, but it's just a light. Sometimes it comes right at you, sometimes it goes away, and it'll disappear and then show up right in front of you.
I've heard of
Holy
this.
moly.
I have
Wait a
heard of
minute.
this.
Trent,
I think-
someone just
I
talked
heard
to us
something
about that.
Similar to
Yeah.
that.
Right.
So you've experienced this?
Yes,
yourself?
I've been there a couple of times.
Oh wow.
Back 20 years, but yeah.
Okay, cool. That's
Legend
interesting.
has it that supposedly one of the railroad workers had his head cut off, decapitated,
Mhm.
and he's out there looking for his head.
Oh,
That's the legend.
Shit, I would
Whoa.
be looking for my fucking
So
head,
when I
too.
was a kid, when I was a little
Wow.
kid, a lot of
Yeah.
like a teenager, a lot of my friends had went out there. Several
Oh, wow.
times. Yeah.
And you
came-
didn't go
You
with
didn't
him?
go?
Heck no, y'all crazy?
Oh.
Why,
Don't awe me.
why are you on the show? You supposed to be like wanting to do
You
these
you
things.
supposed to be out there
No,
camping.
no, no.
I
I
know,
want
right?
to talk about it, but I don't want to go experience.
Exactly right.
Okay.
Right.
There's
right.
a difference.
Right.
Right.
Well, it's just weird to me because you guys at home don't know, but Trent and I, we've had some conversations. And this is just between us. We're just talking about things, and it just so happens that these people right here, sci-fi cowgirl design, the topics and everything that we were talking about, they walked in with just those.
Yeah, I know that's.
That is spooky.
I know.
All right, so
we were sitting here talking about the Necronomicon,
mhm,
and she walks in with a replica
yeah.
of the Necronomicon.
So I just want to bring this up. Didn't you guys, while I was out, have a show talking about speaking things into existence?
yes,
Yes, we did.
So is that kind of what this is? Did y'all
Maybe.
speak
That's
this
exactly
into
what it is.
existence?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Hey, I'm just
Uh,
saying.
Well, I want to get into this.
Go ahead.
Doing my research, I was looking up a lot of things as far as sci-fi to see what I could find, just because I knew who we had coming in.
Okay.
And I found out that there are actually a lot of movie sets that were cursed.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know The Exorcist
Okay.
was supposed to be a curse set. There were like so many deaths, like related directly and not directly to the filming of the movie.
Like what? Like.
We're not gonna get.
Oh, you don't want to get into that?
Yeah, the Conjuring and the whole series.
That's a whole nother show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's a
know. I
whole
know.
nother show.
That's why I hit him
Yeah.
with that. Just wanted to say.
And it seems like all the films that dealt with the demonic
Mm-hmm.
had like a little curse attached to it.
Why do you think that is?
Demonic?
See,
Exactly. Like,
see, I don't roll
is
with
it
that. I
opening?
don't believe
Do you
that.
think that's like opening a gateway?
let's let Cody answer that.
Cody?
Oh, she knows.
No, I don't. I mean, I'm just.
Maybe she does.
I'm just saying, oh,
Okay, so first of all, you said demon curse.
The most
Demonic curse. I mean,
most
not
of-
everything that is cursed is done by a demon.
No, what I
There
was
you go.
saying is that the movies dealing with the demonic usually carried a curse with it.
I haven't experienced it firsthand, so I couldn't speak on it.
Okay.
I mean, no,
cool.
but I know which side you're taking, but I also have a counter side. The movie The Crow in 1994.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's no real demonic anything in there. It's just the fact that Mr. Brandon Lee obviously died. But this is the only thing that's weird about it is before he died, he had kept telling everybody, the cast and crew,
Mhm.
that he thought he was going to die.
Oh wow.
That's it.
Wow.
Okay.
And that's what happened.
Okay. Cool. That's.
I mean,
crazy.
so that I mean, it's crazy, but
Yeah.
it's still not demonic.
Nah. I mean, I don't. Yeah. But anyway, like the Poltergeist was one of them. There were like 4 deaths hooked to this movie, and the main one was
Right.
the little girl that was
The
Yeah.
little- Caroline.
Yeah, Heather O'Rourke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was one of the 4 people that died after the filming of this
Didn't
movie.
she like pass away in her sleep? Her heart just stopped or something?
She had some type of
Mis-
sickness that was misdiagnosed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I almost think it was like I thought it was cancer at one point, but
Something.
yeah, but
something like
she was a cutie. But here go the thing, though. I mean, like, I know we say it's cursed or these things were cursed, but you just said earlier that things that's touching with demonic, and Poltergeist is such a fun-loving movie. There was no demonic anything in there.
Well, I mean, if you call being trapped in the TV fun,
I mean, what?
Yeah, being trapped in the TV, bro. I don't.
The
think
TV.
that's fun.
She was on the other side of the world in a sense and dimension,
Okay.
and the TV just was looking at her. That's it.
Oh, okay. I guess you look at the TV and the
There
TV
was no
looked back.
demonic. There was no
Okay.
demonic
Okay.
stuff.
Okay.
Just
Even-
what
even-
trapped her in the TV.
Yeah, that
was demonic.
That was pretty
I
demonic.
mean, I don't know. I see. I don't like to give demons bad names because that's not quite true.
Okay, if you say so.
I'm just saying. I just need proof.
All right. Okay, well let's get into this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I want to do this thing
Mhm.
since we have the sci-fi cowgirl here.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell this story,
Mhm.
and y'all tell me if it's sci-fi or sci-fact.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, hold on, wait a
check
minute.
it out.
So, Optimus,
Altus.
Altus. Okay, so that time I couldn't say it.
You didn't say it the first time either.
Okay.
It's like Transformers, Optimus.
So here's the thing.
I know, right?
You know, once this is over with, and you want to answer the question, and because you know your friends, they're here too, just ease off the mic, look at them, let them say what they got to say, then answer the question. If you want to do it with a group,
All right. Okay.
let's go.
Okay. So, during the filming of a popular movie about a murderous religious figure, the director of the movie had just yelled cut after filming a scene in one of the castle's narrow hallways. And these hallways were so narrow that two people couldn't pass at once. So the director decided to step into a little room, you know, and he stepped into the little room, and he noticed that it was one way in, one way out of this little room. And he sees two of his crew members in the back of the room goofing off. But they're filming, so he's like action, and he decides to stay off in this room until the scene is finished filming. And so they yell action, you know, they film the scene, and the scene is over. So he yells cut, and he turns around to reprimand, you know, these crew members for being in here goofing off during filming. And when he turns around, there's nobody there.
Ooh.
And so this guy said he left the set shaking and terrified and scared to return to set. So what do you guys think? Is that sci-fi or sci-fact?
Sci-fi.
Okay.
I'm rolling with sci-fi.
What you think, Altus?
I believe you're talking about The Shining,
Sci-fi?
but I'm going to say sci-fact.
Okay.
Fact.
Okay. That is actually a fact.
Oh wow.
So the director was Corin Hardy, and this was on the set of the movie The Nun.
Ah,
The Nun.
Yeah. So that is crazy.
And that's crazy that actually happened.
Yeah, and this wasn't the only paranormal event to happen on this set and that whole little series of movies, because that's connected with The Conjuring, right? That's all like a little series, I believe.
don't make me lie to you.
Yeah, I believe it is. So it was all kind of paranormal
Right.
events going on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's one little thing. So that's a sci-fact.
Sci-fact.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet.
Wow.
And we
See,
guessed wrong.
and that's kind of where it was. That's kind of where it was. You know, that was what we wanted to talk about a little bit. Just go into some sci-fi stuff here and just see how is there really paranormal stuff there.
Yeah.
It's a fact. So that for
I see Brandy over there about to burn a hole in your head. Stare. What you got over there, girl? 'Cause-
I don't have anything. I'm listening, like
Right.
taking it in.
right.
yeah. You know, it's just kind of weird that they had all these real events and people still don't believe in it.
Yeah.
They're skeptics. You know.
Well, I mean, hey, some stuff is believable, some stuff is not. Some stuff you can see and still not fucking believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
Also facts.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's kind of crazy.
I mean, shit.
You know, so before we get into that, let's talk about this for a second. So you guys at home, you'd be amazed at what I'm actually staring at. The wood, what is it called, Trent?
The Necronomicon.
Necronomicon. And it's
Necronomicon.
yeah, that shit, right?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, beautiful design. You guys really need to see it. And it just so happened that we're actually filming. So if you ever look at this, you'll see this work, and it's beautifully done. And it was actually done by the sci-fi cowgirl design. They did it, and it's absolutely amazing. I just had to tell you guys that. There's also a Rick and Morty thing here too that looks awesome and shit.
Right.
I like it, you know. But let's go back into it more. I want to know more about these haunted sets that you talk about.
Okay. Well, I thought somebody else might have had something.
I do.
Before
I actually
Yeah.
have something. If I can. Get
Okay.
my-
Well, I'll go with it. Okay. So
Mhm.
here we have another one right here.
Go ahead.
So this one is about love.
Love.
Yeah, I mean that could be considered like a paranormal power. I think the power of love.
Okay.
Okay, so here's another story, and this is another sci-fi or sci-fact.
Mhm.
Okay, so there's this young pilot. He's on a flight, learning to fly with his grandfather in their own personal aircraft, and they're flying along, talking, doing their little thing, having fun, and He starts to tell his grandfather about this girl he met in school, and he's scared to call her or talk to her, even though he has her number. He's scared and shy.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're flying along and having so much fun, they chilling or whatever, and the aircraft engine starts to malfunction.
Oh wow.
And it to where it totally they're going down, but they have so much speed and altitude that they're able to what do you call it, glide, drift, or whatever, but they're going down eventually. So he decides to call this girl on the way down while they're going down.
Oh wow.
So he calls this girl, and just so happened the girl is in love with him too. She was like, "Oh, I can't believe you called me. I was just so scared to talk to you."
Right.
And she asked him on a date while he's about to die.
Oh wow.
And he was so happy, he agreed to go to the
That's
date
crazy.
on the way down.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because he was clearly thinking about tomorrow.
Yeah, so he hung up the phone
Uh-huh.
and was able somehow to get this aircraft and crash land that shit in the water and save him and his grandfather's life.
Oh wow.
Sci-fact or sci-fi?
I'm not going to answer this one.
I want to say sci-fact.
Okay.
Fact.
Fact.
No.
You're right, Cody. That comes from an episode of Rick and Morty.
Ricky Martin.
Sci-fi.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Right? That was sci-fi, y'all.
Yeah.
So that makes it fact then.
Right?
Well, it could be.
Right?
It could be because it did
Well,
happen on television.
He's trying to get
but
technical on me. Over
yeah. That was pretty awesome.
Right,
That's
right.
You know.
funny.
Yeah. What about you, Brandon? What you got going?
So I have a little story about RMS Queen Mary, which is a ship. It was an ocean liner, and it sailed the Atlantic from 1936 to 1967. During its first 3 years at sea, the Queen Mary carried Hollywood celebrities, including General Dwight Eisenhower, Elizabeth Taylor, and
Oh, Dwight.
Audrey Hepburn. During its days as a luxury ship, it didn't last long, because in 1939 they stripped it of all of its amenities and put it out as a gray ghost during World War II for troopers to ride on.
A gray ghost.
That's what they called it.
Oh.
So it went
okay.
from Queen Mary to Gray Ghost.
Oh, that they changed
Yeah,
the name.
name of it.
Isn't
Yeah.
that like bad luck changing the name of
I don't know.
a boat? I believe it is.
I don't think so.
Well,
No, it is.
I know it's
Oh.
bad luck if you don't christen it.
At the
Yeah, but it's look it up. You're not supposed to change the name of a boat.
Oh, okay.
At the end of the war, they restored it to its former glory, and it traveled the Atlantic for nearly 2 more decades, carrying passengers. And on Halloween 1967, the Queen Mary departed for its last cruise ever, and they ended up docking it in Long Beach, California, for its final resting place. The ship is reportedly haunted by spirits of those who died aboard it, and including one of the sailors who was crushed to death by a door in the engine room.
Damn, sound like a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, spooky fact
Uh-huh.
that comes along with this: Winston Churchill signed the D-Day Declaration aboard the Queen Mary during World War II.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Hooray for that guy.
Yeah, no joke. That is kind of crazy.
I know, right?
That is kind of crazy. For you guys at home that's listening right now, so let me explain something else to you. We have the Amazon. She's in the house, right? So she's here with us too. And of course, we're missing our friend, the Anchorman.
Anchorman right over there on the camera.
No. We have the Weatherman.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
We
I
have
get all these mans mixed up.
Yeah, we have the weatherman behind on the camera.
Right,
All
right.
right. So just so you guys know at home what's going on out here and what I'm looking at. One of my favorite movies, definitely my favorite movie. Well, one of them, The Omen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Omen. Now, this movie was actually cursed as like hell. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and I'm talking about The Omen, the original, with Gregory Peck as a star.
Yeah.
Okay, in the 70s, right? So Mr. Peck decides at this point, that they had basically what they did was they had cast and crew, and they wanted to buy this. They wanted to have a scene with the airplane,
Okay.
and for whatever reason, for whatever reason at that point in time, they decided not to use that scene, those people.
Mm-hmm.
So Mr. Beck was actually going to take a plane with them, get on the plane with them and everything. But he decided, no, I'm not going to do that. So the plane leaves, goes, and crashes, which kills those crew that was supposed to be in the movie. Kill all of them.
Wow.
Yeah. Now hold on. Here go the other thing. That's flying.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Beck now decides, okay, I'm gonna take a plane and I'm gonna do this. Voila. He takes a plane, and his plane is hit by lightning.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he lives. They was able to land.
Wow.
No worries. The writer of the movie now decides, I'm gonna take a plane to England, different location, England, and it is struck by lightning as well.
Oh wow.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Wow.
That's just one part. It's so much stuff that happened during the movie The Omen.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Well, I got a little interesting still on the planes that there was actually another plane that they were supposed to use
Mm-hmm.
for filming in The Omen,
Uh-huh.
and they end up not using it.
That's what I just said.
Well, no, I'm saying,
Oh, it's another one.
yeah, they end up not using this plane,
Mm-hmm.
and they used it for commercial use,
Mm-hmm.
and that fucking plane crashed, killing all those civilians on board.
Okay, wait a minute. Am I having like deja vu or Twilight Zone? That is literally what I just said.
No, that's not what you just
Yeah, I did say that. That was the first one I told you. Mr. Beck was going to take that plane, but he decided not to. And that killed, they crashed and they died.
Yeah. You said the cast and crew were on that, and I'm talking about civilians. This is a civilian plane.
Civilian plane.
Yes, they were supposed to use this movie, this plane for the movie, and for some reason they end up switching it out, and other people used this plane
As well.
for commercial use,
Oh, and then.
and that plane crashed as well.
So they had 4 planes.
That's why they call that the most deadliest movie ever.
Wow.
The most cursed and deadly
Wow.
movie.
You hear that, guys? I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there's so many things you can pick from The Omen and you go, oh my God, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the cool part, if you guys have not seen the movie, it's probably one of the best movies ever because it's all about this young boy who finds out his true destiny.
Wow. Well, that's crazy. So these demonic movies dealing with stuff like that.
Demonic.
So is there any danger, Cody? Because we're filmmakers too, and we sometimes dabble in things like that. I mean, and
I
not
don't
just
watch
saying
that
the film.
shit.
Well, I'm just asking, do you think there is?
Well, being an empath, I can't even really watch horror movies. Like, if somebody just gets clipped in the head, that's cool, but it's the torture scenes where they're strung up and they're
Right.
if they're drowning, I feel like I can't breathe. Like, just, so I don't even watch TV.
those things.
I deal with the animal. I live in my own fantasy world, so I don't have to deal with that shit because
Okay.
it's overwhelming. When you get around a lot of people and energies and things, it's just.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
I feel them. I feel you.
Yeah,
And
okay.
it
I
makes
feel
me
you.
feel sick.
Well, I
sometimes.
used to kind of watch like violent things, but I didn't got to where I can't watch much violence either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I watch it all the time. I don't see
You're a
that.
We
weirdo.
know.
you know.
You have a
Yeah. Yeah, I don't.
Like
I
if you're
don't-
watching a video and
Yeah.
you see somebody just eat shit with their leg and you feel it, you can't. You
Wait a
gotta look
minute, eat
away.
shit with
Yeah,
your
Like
legs?
you just eating shit. You're running, you fall, you eat shit. You trip
Oh,
on
okay,
something, you eat
okay,
shit. Not
okay.
literally eat shit, but
Okay, I just never heard
I-
that. term.
yeah.
you fuck yourself up. You
Okay.
fall down,
Yeah.
you eat shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Wow.
and you can't watch that video. You can't look at it because it literally, like, I was like, ooh, I grabbed my leg or my
Yes.
arm.
Like you feel for them. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've never eaten shit, but and I never fell down and ate it or whatever you call it. But I don't think the movies are really that bad anymore.
might.
I don't think.
I mean, they're entertaining.
right, and I think a lot of these things with the plane crash being struck by lightning, I really think that those things are coincidence.
Yeah, you think so?
I think so. Yeah, because you like to say, oh, anyone's doing the movie on the demonic. Well, I mean,
Well, let's ask Altus. What do you think about that? Do you think there's, you think it's a coincidence, or there could be some danger in dabbling like this demonic stuff doing these films?
Well, that goes back to what I was saying earlier about how nobody can really say yes or no to that.
Okay.
is this
So,
your opinion?
I mean, in my opinion, it's a coin flip.
Okay.
okay,
Okay.
okay. See,
Flip a coin. I guess we get our
yeah,
answer.
yeah, we get our answer. The heads or tails,
Right.
You know
okay,
what I'm saying?
Cool,
So,
cool. See, we were will rock with that.
And you guys at home that want to make a movie about that, you just do heads or tails. You know, you cut someone off, you cut their head off, or you cut their ass off. Your choice.
You eat
And
shit.
maybe eat
Right,
shit.
and eat shit and die. Exactly.
Okay, so I think we need to pay a couple of bills right here. We're gonna take a break.
Okay, no worries. Hey, everybody at home, what I want you to do is think about your weirdest movie that you like, look it up, see what happened on the set, and when you finish doing that, we'll be back.
Hey.
Look here, guys. If you want a high-quality car for an affordable price, go see Alex Quality Cars, home of the low down payments as low as $500. That's Alex Quality Cars at 4045 Southport, Corpus Christi, Texas. Zip code 78415. The telephone number, 361-452-2507. Once again, that telephone number is 361-452-2507.
Welcome back to another great episode of Urban Paranormal Podcast, where you might be crazy to some.
But your family to us, baby. Hey, I had
you
to
go.
do that one alone. 'Cause
Yeah.
the co-host Brandy is sitting